Hey folks, hope you're doing good today, having a good week and all that jazz. Now I'm freaking tired today, can't seem to wake up and pull the sleep out my eyes, but luckily we've got some blasted music on the show today. It's hopefully going to do the trick and wake us all up very nicely. We've got some technical death metal on the show today. Absolutely love this stuff, not only for the amazing music, but just how impressive the music is as well. High level musicians, I just love to hear it and watch it in the videos as well. Sick. And the first band we got to check out today, a new band to the channel, and they made a priority sub all the way from Singapore. And I just love the fact that we're pulling in bands from all over the world now and just getting them from everywhere and sick bands as well. I really like that we're attracting the kind of bands that I want to listen to. All the stuff we had last week was dope with the one-man band, grindcore and stuff. And today these guys, says on their video, dissonant technical death metal. When I read those words, my ears instantly prick up and I go, yes, I want to hear this one. This is Nafrat. As I say, they're all the way from Singapore. Their track is called In Absentia, and this one's on the Circle Pit channel. I missed this one though, so I'll have to keep an eye out more on that channel. Let's give this one a spin. Look, the way the video is split into the blue and the red side looks dope, that does. Really in that bass in the mix nicely. Yeah. Serious bass. setting of the video. Two different lightings look super dope. Yeah. Sick band, very nice, very happy to be attracting this kind of band to my channel. Sick. I loved what they did with the video in this one. I'll just try and pause it if I can, where we can see both the red. I think that just looks super dope. That you got the silhouettes of the dudes in the shadow and the black, breaking up the color there, and then the real kind of contrast of the white and the bluish against the red. It just looks so dope. And then when you pull it over to the one guitarist, he's all in the one color, and the other guy's in the red, and the guy and the drummer at the back as well. I thought that is a super dope way to make a video. You know, you're just using two lights and using the silhouettes of the people, but it looks friggin' amazing. And I don't think we've really had any other bands doing that. I thought these guys were absolutely dope. Dissonant, technical death metal. I wasn't sure whether the dissonant stuff was going to be part of the tech or not, but it wasn't. It was more doomy and dissonant type atmospheric edge. Very nice. That's what I like about dissonant stuff as well. Breaking out away from the blasting into that real bassy section. They turned the bass up super loud at that section, but man, filled your ears with a real nice low-end bassy humming tone. Sounded great. And then bringing in the atmosphere with the guitars and stuff. A nice break away from the tech. That was very cool. You know, just adds more to your music. And then back into it again. Sounded dope. Yeah, these guys ticked all the boxes for me. Very, very nice. Super cool video to go with it. Keep sending in your videos. Welcome to the channel. The next band we're going to check out, I think these guys are new to the channel as well, Irreversible Mechanism, which is a great name as well. This is Existence 2 Collision. This one's from 2020, so it's a little bit older, but man, it sounds dope. Let's give it a spin. Big sound. See all the dudes tapping away in this band. Yeah. Dope. So I'd love to see the guys just tapping away in the video as well. Such high level musicianship. Nice to get a break from the tech with some more atmospheric side. I dig it. Sick. What a dope band. Super techy and brutal and heavy, and also post-metally and atmospheric and breaking out as well. What a sick combination of styles to bring together. And I do like as well to get a bit of a break within the tech death. If it's on an album, I like to have a couple of tracks in there that are a bit more atmospheric and chilled. But if it's on the track, and a longer track like this, 5.5 minutes, you can slot it into the track as well. So you just get a nice different mixture of stuff coming at you. Blasting, techie, riffy stuff. Slow it down a bit, make it atmospheric, and then build it back up into a nice big crescendo and back into the blast. Sick. It just makes a great track and a journey to head through the track. These guys were such high-level musicians. You could just see it all the way through the video. All those guitarists on stage, constantly tapping away, up and down the fretboard. Amazing. Sickest drumming you're going to ever hear as well. Now, the bass player as well, from what we could see in the video, was just absolutely going off in this band, tapping all the time, sweeping with his hand, doing amazing fingerstyle and all over the place. But I would have to say, I was really trying to keep my ear out for the bass tone in this mix, because they had a massive sound, wide, heavy and loud, really filled your ears. But actually it was very guitar heavy, and I couldn't quite make out what the bass player was doing. He didn't seem to have his own tone separate to the guitars to be able to make out all the riffs and the tapping that he was doing. So what I would like to say to these guys is, just let the bass player shine through a bit more in this music, give him his place a bit more, because he's obviously the sickest bass player in the world. But you just couldn't make out what he was doing separate to the guitars. And I just love to hear that. This is a sick band that we're going to have on next. We haven't had these guys on for a while, but they've got a new track out. This one just came out this last week. Warside, French band, super dope. Found out about these guys doing the show. Just blew me away from the first time we saw them. Very, very nice band. This one's called Warside II. They've got an official vid to it as well. Let's give it a spin. No messing about from these boys. Sick. Nicely. These boys don't mess about. Brutal band. Just absolutely blasting away, the sickest drumming, heavy guitars with a ripping and tearing sound to this one as well, just cut straight through your ears. Sick, heavy vocal. They layered it up as well to make it sound even heavier. You can hear the bass nicely in these guys as well. Just full on energy, blasting all the way through. Even on the solo where I thought, oh, maybe they're going to slow it down a bit for the solo. No. Nathan, the drummer, is just absolutely ripping away on the double bass below it, man. Some of the craziest speed. He's the sickest drummer. And since he was on the show as well, he's always liking the posts and stuff, sticking with the show. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, man, these guys are just a sick band, I think. Brutal, technical, fast-paced, and just sounding modern as hell with it as well. With a nice, loud, pumped-up, wide mix. It's got the power behind it as well. Sick! Last band I'm going to check out today, I think these guys are new to the channel, Dormant Ordeal. They've got a track for us called Here Be Lions. We've got an official vid for it as well. 4 super dope videos to go with the tracks today. Seeing these people playing their instruments. If you're in a technical death metal band and you're just making lyric videos or something like that and you're not letting the people see you playing your instruments, you're doing it wrong in my opinion. This is Dormant Ordeal. Now this one is older. This one's from 2013. These guys have got a new album out. They just haven't got a video for any of the new tracks. So guys, make a video for one of your new tracks. Nice drum kit.
We're
Placed nicely in this one as well, got its own tone. Super nice. Drummer is absolutely killing it in this band, all over his kit all the time. Amazing, and I just love to see it. Honestly think tech death and pretty much death metal in general have got the best musicians in the world, and going absolutely under the radar for the amount of skill and talent that these guys have got because of the kind of music they're making. You know, this is for like 1% of the world's population, if that even, because it's just so heavy, it's so brutal, it's so technical with all the riffage going on, fast-paced, sick guttural vocals and all the rest of it, and people just can't handle it. But if you know music and you know musicians, you should be able to recognize at least, whether you like this music or not, that these musicians are the sickest musicians there is. Because they're not just shredding, they're not just, you know, kind of showing off and being unmusical with their stuff. And just, yeah, we've learned a load of shreds and we're just going to keep shredding out. It's not that. They know how to write an amazing track as well, especially with these modern bands as well, where it's not just all blast beats and gutturals and riffs. They're breaking out into post-metal areas, bringing in atmospheric stuff, putting some reverb on the guitars. Even had some singing vocals and stuff in there today, which is new. Synthy edges as well, bringing into the mix and stuff like that, and just breaking away from the blast for a minute and the technicalness of it to give you a bit of a breath, to bring in some atmosphere and depth to the track rather than pure riffage. And it just elevates the whole track and the music to a higher level, in my opinion. It's got more to it. It takes you on more of a journey. It's the sickest music going. And on top of that, for me as well, as a musician, as a guitarist, and someone who loves drummers and all the rest of it, to see these people in the video shredding on their guitars, tapping away as a bassist and doing all the sick finger styles, and then obviously the drummer blasting away. Just, I just find it so impressive. It just really kind of floats my boat to see high-level musicians ripping out on their instruments. It's so sick, because you just know the amount of effort that's gone in to get to this level and create this kind of music. I think tech death and pretty much death metal in general is the kind of, I hate to say it, but pinnacle of music, because you've got the highest level musicians creating the highest level music as well. And really kind of taking it to the next level with the music as well, not just a verse chorus track, a whole journey of a track, 6 minutes long with all different sections going on and vibes and stuff. I don't know what more you can do with music that these guys aren't doing that would kind of take it to the next level past that, because they're just killing it in all those ways. So man, tech death is the sickest music on the planet, in my opinion. Absolutely love it. And all four of these bands today have come at it in slightly different ways, different guitar tones, different mixes as well, so they don't all sound the same in that way, like maybe metalcore does, where all the bands like to sound the same nowadays. They can sound different. You can have dark stuff and dissonant stuff, which we had. You can have more kind of tight and cutting and chuggy stuff, brutal stuff like we had with Warside, and then kind of more fuzzy and kind of dirty bands in there as well. So there's a whole bunch of different sounds you can have with this kind of music, but it's the energy, it's the technicalness, and just the whole kind of high levelness of it all that just takes it to the next level. Sick! I've loved all these bands today. 3 of these bands were new to the channel today. Hopefully they're going to watch this video and keep sending in their videos as well. And Dormant Ordeal, they need to make a video for their latest album, because this one's, 11 years old now? No, not 11 years old, 9 years old, sorry. So it's time to make a new video to go with their new album, which sounds super nice as well. But at the moment, they've just put it up with the album sleeve, so we couldn't spin that today. But they're sounding this good 9 years ago. Think how good they're going to sound now. So we'll definitely want to check out what they've got going on lately. Well, there you go. That's what I've got for you today. I don't feel tired at all after listening to these bands. That's the power of tech death as well. You can be absolutely lagging when you start listening to it. And how long we've been going now? 30 minutes later. A nice long one today. And you feel absolutely jazzed and pumped up and just full of blast. Sick. Hope you have a good one today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.